YouTube, YouTube, you know what I'm gonna say, so do I even need to say it? I suppose I do. What the crap am I gonna say? No, in any case, let's get things started. I'll quit being a dork. We need to get back to the Carthage campaign. We've recently taken Alexandria. Looks like things are rebuilding. Army's retraining. We defeated a navy outside of there, and of course I'm retraining some ships to take place of some of the ships that I lost. Not the best fleet that I have going there, but it's not bad. Let's see, what else do I have going on over here? Looks like I've got quite a few armies again still around Carthago. And Barca Dynasty still running low on the old influence meter. It looks like the other dynasties still gaining steam somehow. Not really sure how that works, but... Wait, is this the guy? So someone told me something, I don't know if it's true. This guy has huge ambition and gravitas, but he's an admiral in Rhodes, and someone told me that if you bring your diplomats back where they can have more influence, it makes a bigger difference. I don't know if that's true. I'm curious about this. He's old, though, and he's probably about to kick the bucket. Wow, this guy has even bigger gravitas. And he's younger. He's a general at Odessos. I'm not sure if that works or not, and to be honest, I don't really know that it matters at this point. There's going to be a civil war one way or the other because I'm going to hit max Imperium. So, I guess, regardless of how it happens at this point, it's going to happen. So, Catani have Arce blockaded. This army can't come to do anything about it just yet. And Carthage should be safe. I've got a fleet that I started here. I think it was time to end a turn. There's nothing to be upgraded.
Ready for battle.
I can go ahead and move this army to get ready to hit the Tribali. We're gonna nail the Tribali on the next turn, so should be in position to wipe them out all in one swift stroke here. I think that... Let's make sure and see who they're... they have no allies, so this will be a quick blow here. So that ought to be relatively easy. Let's see, Nicomedia is probably well enough under my control. Rhodes is still reeling as of now. Ephesus, so Ephesus is the capital of this province. I'm thinking... if we take this army from Nicomedia to Pessinus, there's pretty much no defense, so we can auto-resolve this. Take control of the city, go ahead and start putting some herd on the Seleucids. And it looks like all the rest of the provinces in this region, or all the rest of the settlements in this region, belong to Armenia. Curious how Armenia feels about me. Not so well. Let's see, they're at war with Saraces, Crimea, Cappadocia, and let's see, I don't really have any allies. Huh. I don't know, we'll see what Armenia thinks. I'm not interested in them at the moment, but we will see what happens. I'm gonna wait and see if we can calm down this region a little bit. Well, I mean, it's actually not gonna calm down because I'm completely ravaging it right now, since we just took Rhodes and I just took Pessinus. Let's see. We're going to need to spread some Punic influence here. Go ahead and retrofit that to a Temple of Baal. The other building is... I'm going to tear down this building too, because I have plenty of food, and I'm just going to rebuild a farm that doesn't give me squalor. So I'm going to get rid of both of those and rebuild them, because it's just adding to public order penalties.
I live to serve the mighty.
Okay, that navy's repaired.
It is an honor to serve you.
This navy's mostly repaired. What kind of stuff do we have here? Enemy fleet, so 2 enemy fleets. Is this a good fleet? Yeah, it's not a bad fleet. It's not great, but it could get the job done. I'm going to see if I can chase down these Seleucid fleets. It's going to take me a couple of turns. And now I believe we can end the turn. We do have an unassigned skill, probably from that army that just took Pessinus. Yep.
to serve the mighty Carthage.
And let's see. Can unlock night battles there. Just did some of those in the Caesar and Gaul campaign. Though you all probably haven't seen all those videos yet. I've recorded all these in the same day. I like to do that sometimes, record batches of videos so that if I don't get a chance to record all that often, I still have stuff that I can upload. So it gives me a chance to get you frequent uploads, but not necessarily have to be on here every day because, you know, things happen. I've got things to do. You know, spend time with the wife and a lot of other important stuff, but always, of course, trying to do my best to bring you some quality content. Looks like the Catani mean to invade me. I've got that navy and some garrison troops and a few hoplites to defend with, which, to be honest, probably ought to be sufficient, so we're going to fight them back. I think the Catani are going to bring some ships in. They're not going to have much room to land. In fact, if I just land all my own ships in the harbor, it'll force all of them to have to go through the walls, at which they're going to massively fail. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Plus, I have a bunch of skirmishers out on the ships that I can just bring in and put on the walls, and should be able to deal quite a bit of death to the Catani from there. I mean, I could try and use my fleet to sink some of theirs, but that doesn't usually go well. Because I do think that the navy I have there is aboard a tower Hepteras. So, oh yeah, and he's going to come in as reinforcements, unfortunately. I'll see if I can rush him in. Okay, those two boats are ready to land in the harbor. Let's see where the Catani are set up. Over here. Get my army, which is just a late Carthaginian hoplite, 2 late Libyans, and a citizen militia, and then 4 mob. I'll just put them roundabout. Okay. Go ahead and start the battle. I'm going to land these ships.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Okay, here's my tower Hepteras. I'm going to try and get it to the harbor before the enemy fleet can catch me. I assume they'll start sailing that direction rather quickly, though. It's unfortunate that you have to wait for the Rohard to become available. So hopefully my Hepteras can beeline it as best as possible to the port.
Loyal sons of Cut.
And I'm going to start running these troops up towards the fight here. Let's see. So this is post-patch 8.1. We'll see how the AI does with its ladders in sieging. Obviously had a lot of issues, and this is the updated patch 8.12 apparently, or beta patch. I don't think they've actually released the full-on patch. This is the beta patch. I've used it some in the, like I said, in the last 3 Caesar and Gaul videos that I've viewed, and you're like, Air, what do you mean 3? Well, I may not have uploaded them all yet, so you have something to look forward to. These Iberian cav look awesome. Really cool, in fact. I like those. It's too bad that all of this Iberian cav and Numidian cav in the game just really stinks, because in real life it was actually pretty effective for Hannibal, and it's sad to see it represented that way. Okay, 2 seconds till I can hit the old Rohard here. I do believe my Hepteras is going to escape. Not exactly a quick ship, but I think I can make it. It's got 180 skirmishers on it, though, that I'd like to get to shore and save. Okay, the ladders with the Catani troops are approaching the walls. I should probably move up to resist them. So I'm going to put my hoplites on the walls. Let me see, actually I'm going to another late Libyan up there. These guys aren't fantastic, but they can at least cause some damage to these Iberian swordsmen. Let's see, those are veteran shield warriors. Those guys are actually pretty good. Those are just Iberian slingers. The rest of their troops out here are cav, so they're going to have trouble getting through the wall. They're going to have to land their reinforcements, which could be tricky too if they don't land them here. I'm not sure where they're going to land their reinforcements, so I may have to fight off another gate assault to see what these guys have. No, this is just that big fleet full of tribesmen. So, this Scutarii cav dismounted, of course. Iberian swordsmen. So,
At your command, support.
yeah, nothing big to worry about, and my Heptares is gonna make port. Now, what's gonna be interesting to see here is once these guys hit the wall, whether or not they're gonna actually come up the ladders and fight, because there was a lot of times in the past where they didn't. I'm not sure if you can go into hoplite formation on the wall. Doesn't look like it. So my guys, I'm not sure how well they're going to do against this veteran shield warrior. Probably not so well.
Defensive positions.
But I don't know. My guys are up here at the top of the wall. They outnumber these guys as they come over, so it's possible that I might be able to get some work done here. So here's the veteran shield warriors coming up and over. The only thing that's annoying is these towers keep firing, and sometimes it'll shoot your own men, just because of the positioning. It's somewhat annoying. For these guys kind of getting all weird and glitchy on the ladder, all bunched up at the top. A whole bunch of them coming over at once, though. That's actually going to be bad for me, because they'll be more effective that way.
Orders, my lord.
I'm going to send this extra citizen militia over to help engage. So at least maybe we can use a numbers thing here. Check out these Balearic slingers. They're on top of the ladder hurling stones at me.
The enemy general is
That
dead.
cracks me up. Oh, some of my guys are trying to come out the gate to go up and attack the Sessatani troops, so still some pathfinding issues here. So, patch 8.1 is an improvement. It's definitely not a complete fix to some of the pathfinding errors and things that take place in siege battles, but it is an improvement. And as you can see, the AI did use its ladders, and it tried to get over the walls. It's, to their credit, their troops really stink, and I'm not sure how much that they could, do about that. So the only decent troops they had are these veteran shield warriors who were just heavily outnumbered. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's better. Like I said, there's still a few issues, but it's not too terribly bad. Alright, so all the Sessatani ships are, looks like they're headed over maybe to this gate, so I'm going to start running my skirmishers that direction, as well as my mob, and I'll bring over my hoplites as soon as that becomes necessary too. There's Cav trying to burn down my gates now, but these guys are going to get bushwhacked from all of the arrows.
Our spears are yours.
Let me go ahead and pull these guys off the wall since we've won that fight. I guess the AI still wouldn't dismount its Cav to try and go up ladders, although it definitely would be more effective in this particular case. But, I mean, these guys are going to just get unloaded on by my towers, and if they come through the gates, they're going to get burned to death with burning oil. So, I think that the siege AI is obviously doing things that are better here because they're using their ladders and actually trying to fight that way before they come burn the gates. So that's good. Obviously, still the problem is that the AI just attacked me with not really very good armies. It's attacking me, I think, based on the fact that the auto-resolve thinks it has a good chance, as opposed to whether or not it really has a good chance. But, I mean, how do you really program the AI to know how you're going to react? You can't. So, definitely an improvement. Definitely an improvement. Why are the gates open and oil pouring? Looks like a horse tried to run through and got completely crispified. If anybody's looking for some nice fried oil horse flesh, this is where you go right here. It's looking nice and crispy. My men did put 11 secret herbs and spices on it when he ran through the gates. So it is finger looking good, in case you all were interested. So no, the Iberian horsemen did manage to catch the gate on, no, they didn't even manage to catch the gate on fire. This Cantabrian Cav just sitting out here getting hosed by arrows. They apparently don't feel that they can break through the wall, and they can't. So over here, I've got my men in position. I'm gonna get my javelin men on the walls.
What are your orders?
Spread those guys out a little. Same thing there. All right.
Javelin men! Missile infantry ready. Fire at will.
Got all my javelin men heading up to the walls, and I've got them on fire at will so that they'll hunt down any enemy units that are coming up here. Actually, I'm going to save my ammo on that unit that's routing. They've got a Iberian skirmisher unit coming up that we'll take out here. Watch these guys getting hit with javelins from the walls. I think that there's some technology I may have researched too that gave me more ammo in siege battles. I could be wrong though. I don't remember if I researched that here or not, but if I did, it's definitely a worthwhile thing to research. Check out this Scutari cav dismounted, trying to come up here and burn the gates. These guys are getting hosed with javelins from every direction, shot with flaming arrows from the towers. It is not a pretty sight, folks. Well, I say it's not a pretty sight. From this angle, it's kind of pretty. It's just not pretty if you're one of these guys. Look at those poor chumps getting hosed. Oh, man. Once again, I almost feel bad for them, but almost. Not really. So we'll see. They're going to send up another unit here. Looks like a Scutari Spearman. This was one of those fairly sturdy units, too, that fought against me the other day, until I hammered it with elephants from behind. So we'll see how it does under the hail of javelin fire that no doubt awaits it. It's going to be a new game for my Carthaginian javelin men on the walls. Is it bad of me to be laughing at these poor animated men suffering? Look at all their shields just packed full of javelins. Guys getting completely destroyed again. I don't know, that's just not getting old for me. I find those views pretty awesome. Thank you, CA, for delivering such beautiful views. It really is entertaining. Okay, we got more Iberian tribesmen coming up, and some Iberian swordsmen as well. And this Iberian swordsman's going to be right in the line of fire of these 180 javelin men that came up from my ships. I don't know if my ammo is increased or not. It's hard to say. I am getting quite a few javelins off. Oh, those swordmen are eating it.
Turning in our favor.
These guys are just getting hosed. Javelin men are pretty effective, and when they have a good position like my guys do up here on the wall, they're hard to deal with. The only thing you can really do to deal with this kind of thing is to bring slingers into this fight, because slingers have a lot of ammo and pretty good damage, and they have some chance of defeating javelin men from up on the walls. So that is one way it could be done. Let you listen to the screams of these men as they're cut down. And it looks like that is the end of the Catani. So their bid to take Carthage was, of course, a massive failure. They did manage 16 kills, though. Not quite sure how they did. Oh, yeah, okay, in the fight on the walls. 16 kills to 404 losses. Not exactly successful, but hey, we got some good views out of it, which was, it was fun. It's kind of a cool picture there in the background. Looks pretty awesome. So after stabbing the Catani foe in the gut and sending them their way to Hades, we can continue about our business. I'm curious if they're going to try and do anything at Arce. They are. So it looks like this whole turn's going to be spent fighting off the Catani. And I'm not really sure this is a battle we can win. That's a lot of tribesmen, and all I have is some mob and some skirmishers. So I'm actually going to have to give this one to the Catani, so we'll give them a momentary reprieve from their horrible embarrassment at Carthage and their impending doom, no doubt. But that's okay. It's always good to give these guys a little false hope. Get their hopes up, let them think they're going to live a little longer when they most assuredly will not. Let's see. Anything else is going to happen in this turn in? The Catani trying to put up a fight. It's going to be interesting to see how powerful the Arverni are, because they do own Numinatia, and I'm not going to allow them to keep it. My settlement was sacked. Good for them. The Brethren of Baal. I like that name. Let's see. So, Arce. You know, Tarraco is not exactly real ready to defend itself, but it's good enough. Good enough. I might go ahead and put a muster field in this province. No, I didn't say a mustard field, a muster field. Your jokes suck. Yeah, I know. I know, man. Alright. Let's get some buildings set up here. I've already got 2 temples. Maybe we'll just build this outskirts and get some extra income. I'm trying to think whether I should use this army. Oh, yeah, because the Gauls have pretty much finished off the Catani over there, and I don't really want to start a war with them just as yet. So I'll use this army to come down here and recapture Arce. Yeah, otherwise, I mean, the Catani are going to have no way to stop me. Over here, they have this one army right here that I can just chase off quickly. So yeah, we'll leave the Catani alone to stew in their impending doom. Momentarily, at least. The Arverni have at least 4 settlements that I can see here, so potential that they could put up a pretty good dispute with me here. That ought to be entertaining. Let's see how things are going in Rhodes. Very nearly a rebellion. It's at minus 98. Build a farm there. And it looks like we had some subversion or something up here around Picenus. Let's see, is Persia at war with me? I don't remember. Very well could be. Yes, so Persia is at war with me. So they mean to camp in my province. I'm not sure I approve of such things. They have a decent little army down there, but then again, I have a pretty good army too. It might be pretty fun to attack their camp. In fact, I do believe we are going to attack their camp, because it's not going to help my public order at all to have these Persians camped here. A lot of pikemen, looks like 5 of them, 5 of these thorax swordsmen, a couple of horse skirmishers, slingers, an archer, and looks like their general here in some kind of pike unit, maybe a thorax pike unit. Ooh, we can do a night attack too. That'll be fun to attack this fort at night. It doesn't serve any purpose to attack them at night other than I just want to. It's definitely not gonna like stop any reinforcements in this particular case. I got a word there, Centurion. Probably something to do with a night battle or attacking a fort. I'm not sure. The awards you can get on the game are kind of fun. At least I think they're kind of fun. Maybe you'll disagree, but I enjoy unlocking them and then seeing what it says. Some of them are pretty entertaining. I don't know why I waited. That was good weather. Okay, start deployment. Of course, my main plan is just to use my elephants, or not my elephants, sorry, my artillery to just completely bombard the fort. And let's see, there's 3 sides from which I can easily attack it. I'll just come from 2 sides. I'll send my hoplites down one side,
As you wish.
and I'll support the hoplites with javelin men.
We understand.
I'll kind of put my cav in between both positions, and I'll keep my elephants to support this side, and I'll put my artillery on this side as well. So let's go ahead and start the battle. I'm going to move up my artillery just so I can get, you know, nice, clean shots.
Look to your brothers. Look to our strength.
And I'll move those guys up here in a minute. And then these guys over here. And these are mercenary veteran hoplites too. Those guys are pretty cool. Look at that. Only 1 chevron and already 43 attack and 39 damage, which is considerably better than my late Carthaginian hoplites, who are heavily upgraded. Well, I mean, their melee attack isn't any better, but if you look, these veteran hoplites really are decent units. They're the only hoplites that really have a whole lot of kick to them, which still isn't much. They'd get completely pizzoned by swordsmen. Yes, I think I just used that word, if it exists. I think it's some kind of pizza at Pizza Hut. Learning words with the HeirofCarthage. Pizzoned. A word that is both hot, fresh, and full of pepperoni. Don't sue me, Pizza Hut. Don't sue me. If you all are sick of me, that's okay too. I understand. That was pretty lame. If Mrs. Eyre was awake and not sick, she would probably be discouraging me from saying further anything down that line. No, I'm just kidding. In any case, let's see. Got the fort surrounded. My artillery is going to have an enjoyable time in this particular scenario. It's going to be a massacre. Definitely going to be a massacre. Because we have a captive audience, so to speak.
March! Libyan infantry!
Let's just go ahead and move up my Libyan infantry just a bit more. I'm hoping to let the Persians meet my elephants as well. I'm not sure if these Persians have ever had the pleasure of being trampled by African elephants. They may have only had experience with the Indian variety in the past, so I want to make sure that they get a chance to experience nature and commune with it. So it's quite possible that I'll be trying to get my general in there if I don't think it's going to get him killed. Okay, the ballista are in position. I have them on fire at will. I'm just going to leave them that way for a second, see what happens. They'll target the units closest to him, which in this case is probably okay because the shot will keep on... Oh, no, they're targeting the fence. That will not do. We won't be wasting ammo on their pathetic little fence here, but I intend to expend it on their troops. And I'm going to attack units to where I think I'm going to get more damage from rolling shot. So I've got that set up here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Nice blob there. Should maximize the effectiveness.
For the people of Carthage.
Move up these skirmishers a little, and I'm also going to move up my hoplite wall. My ballista are still unloading on these guys. Wow, already over 100 kills after like 2 volleys because the shots are just rolling through everything in sight. That's going to be particularly effective for me and particularly unfortunate for my Persian opponents here. I'm going to shoot that thorax pikeman in the back. That's actually going to be a fairly tough unit to tackle from the front. Wouldn't be impossible, but it would be fairly tough, so we'll see what happens whenever these guys get shot in the side with artillery fire. Oh! Pikeman bowling. I think we got a spare coming up here in a minute. There's another thorax pikeman there. Fortunately, it was marching right through the same spot. It didn't take any fire, though. I'm going to change targets there. Change targets here. I'm just going to keep switching up targets and keep trying to wreak some havoc. I'm thinking about letting these javelin men come up here and unload. Oh, my javelin men are under fire from these towers. I can run some hoplites up here to burn the towers. Just gonna bring these guys up and put them on fire at will. You know what might look good, just for fun? I'm gonna halt these guys firing, put them on explosive round, and fire it right here in the center of this blob and see if we can get some nice explosive shots. Alright, I got my javelin men unloading on this thorax pikeman and they are dropping quick. Let's bring this... Sometimes it's a little... Oh! Yeah! That explosive shot. I'm gonna hit some other javelin men and slingers here as well. Gonna burn these towers down. So yeah, getting some nice explosive shots into these skirmishers, which are gonna be fairly weak to explosive shots because they don't have much armor or hit points. So it will be pretty gruesome against them. I'm gonna let my guys keep firing away on that for a second. Okay, I think we've managed. We're almost done burning this tower. Are you guys still working on it? Let's keep focused here, man. Keep focused. Okay, that one's already done. So we can pull these guys back. One more good torching ought to finish this one off. My guys really seem to be getting sidetracked, so I have to keep clicking it. Okay, so the arrow towers are done over here. And my ballista on this explosive shot are just absolutely wreaking havoc here in the midst of the enemy troops. I'll let you all watch it, this beautiful view. Nighttime explosions of Persian troops. Oh, these poor chumps just don't have a chance. Did I say poor chumps? Because, I mean, I really don't feel that bad for them.
The enemy's tower has been destroyed.
Enemy's tower has been destroyed. These guys really don't need a lot more bad news announcing, man. Man, that is beautiful. The explosions at night are just absolutely beautiful. Love it. So, I don't know what kind of damage my ballista are reaping here, but it's got to be significant.
A tower has been destroyed.
I'm going to go ahead and pull these guys back for a minute because they are taking some fire. They've managed to get a number of kills. This is going to be about the last volley from my ballistas. almost 500 kills each.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yeah, being in a fort against artillery, not a good decision. Just not a good decision. Okay, I'm gonna bring my horsemen over to this side of the fort.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Yes, the battle is very much in our favor.
Orders understood. Spears at your command.
Pull these guys up here. Go ahead and move these javelin back forward and let them get some shots on this thorax swordman. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull my swords up to get ready to fight, along with my general. This ought to be fun. Yeah, the Persians are hurting badly already, and I haven't even done the main assault yet. My ballistas have absolutely leveled their camp. I mean, just look at the carnage going on in here. Can't be feeling good if you're one of these guys. And these guys about to just get absolutely nailed by javelins. Yeah. Some javelins making it in here. It's actually kind of a difficult angle. It doesn't look like my guys are throwing up and over that fence. Might just go ahead and pull back off of that one. Okay. Wonder if I can keep my general alive by just plowing. Oh, no, there's a thorax pikeman right here at the gate. I'm gonna have to get through that thorax pikeman. They're not in pike formation, though. There's more pikemen right behind them, though. I'm gonna pull up this general and see if I can take them down. I'm gonna see if I can weaken up that thorax pikeman a little. I'm almost ready to assault them. I know that I'm taking my sweet time, and some of you are like, "Yeah, what are you doing? These guys are terrible. Just finish them." I know. I'm kind of playing with my food here. Can't help it. What the heck are you all doing trying to go into the fort in order to burn this tower? Why don't you go ahead and kill these eastern slingers real quick while you're at it? Don't know what these guys were doing outside the fort. Must have come back from routing. But not the best idea to be here. Let's see if this Libyan infantry will finally burn this. There's definitely some glitchy orders when it comes to burning down these towers. You gotta just keep an eye on your men. Okay. You may continue to... Oh! Pooh! Didn't see what was going on here. Yeah, might not want to run into the fort as skirmishers. It's not gonna get you. Not gonna get you very far. Especially when there's pikemen and everything else just waiting on you right there. So I'm gonna pull those skirmishers out of there. These horse skirmishers are just sitting there throwing what you call it, flaming javelins at me from horseback. I don't know how you light up a javelin from horseback. It's gotta be interesting, unless you're carrying a torch around, maybe. You may continue attacking this tower. There you go. Yep, keep going. Have to really keep an eye on these guys, aren't I? Try and burn these towers out. Okay, up to 40% there. 95% here. Come on, one more round. One more round, gents. Okay, that tower's finished. Let's get out of there. This one's still only up to 40%. These guys are not doing the best job attacking it here. Maybe I need to reposition them a little.
Engage!
There we go. Now we're getting some shots. Alright, I do believe that I'll quit playing with my victims here and go ahead and try and get this thing going. I'm gonna just take 3 sword units and try and plow through this thorax pikeman. I'm gonna bring up my general here as well.
A tower has been destroyed.
I can probably punch a hole in that gate too. Forgot that my guys can burn the gates. Let's see what we can do to make some holes here. I'm gonna chase these horsemen back in. Alright, good. I got a nice fight going here in the center with my swordsmen. Got my elephants nearby. Let's see if we can scare these guys a little.
Forever loyal!
We're about to burn our way through a few of these gates, and then back here the AI is allowing me inside.
Orders understood!
Come on, get in there. Okay, we're about to burn through the gates. We're through here, Okay, and it's time to bring the elephants in over here as well. And we're through the gates here. So we got our men through the gates on just about every front. Use my hoplites to outflank these pikemen who are kind of coming towards my men. And I'm gonna just try and get my elephants in here and do some stomping. Okay, I got my elephants on trample, so we did get to introduce the Persians to my elephants. The introduction was short and deadly.
Our general is under attack.
I did lose some elephants there, though. Probably because I ran into pikemen. Take some losses doing that kind of thing. Alright, got my general still going here. Look, right into the back of this gigantic blob of Persians, and that's going to be an instant rout. So I imagine that's the end of the Persians. It's getting trampled on every front by elephants. Kind of a pretty picture, to be honest, in the battle, so that was fun. Get to sack that Persian fort. We killed the Persians on a 25-to-1 basis, so I'd say that was about fair. Now look at this mercenary hoplite. He's got quite a few kills. One of them, 120. 500 kills plus on all of the artillery. My elephants racked up a quick 464 kills. Yeah, so that was actually a decent army that the Persians had fielded there, and in proper hands could have given me a little more trouble, but that's the problem. It wasn't in proper hands. I'm going to kill the Persian captives, send them packing, and that is going to be it for this episode. Hope you all enjoyed it.